Fun fact, Teddy Riley sings leading voice on No Diggity because the rest of Blackstreet didn't like the song. Play the music. Welcome to Open M.I.C. I'm your host, Jamal, Radio Raheem. Now, Open M.I.C. is a music podcast you can get anywhere that you get podcasts. You can also watch it on YouTube if you're one of those visual people like myself. Now, today, we're back from the holiday break, and I'm going to give y'all my predictions for 2025. I'm going to talk about what Lupe Fiasco is doing, and we're going to see where we go with the conversation. But without further ado, let's get into this episode. Let's get it shot. 2024 was a great year in music. We had some great moments. We had the Kendrick and Drake beef. We got some great albums from some heavy hitters. Tyler dropped, Kendrick dropped, and pop we had Charlie XCX drop, Sabrina Carpenter drop. Like, we had a big year in music, and I think 2025 can build off of that momentum. And here are my predictions for this year. My first prediction is Beyonce is going to drop a double album. I think it's going to be a rock and hip hop album. And she is going to announce her last world tour. I'm not saying Beyonce is never going to go on tour or do shows. I'm saying this is going to be her last big tour. That's one of my predictions. Her kids are getting older. I would say she's probably going to want to be around her family more. That's just one of my predictions. Number two, I say we get another Tupac album. Do I want another Tupac album? No. But unfortunately, people are greedy. We saw what they did with Pop Smoke. We saw what they did with Juice WRLD. They will bleed the music out and put features on every song if they have to. And I say we're going to get another Tupac album. I don't want it, but I think that's going to happen. Nostalgia wins all the time, guys. Number three, I think Bruno Mars is going to drop an album and announce a tour. It's been a minute since we got a solo Bruno Mars album. We got the Silk Sonic joint, which I thought was phenomenal. I thought Bruno, his last project, the 24 Karat Magic, fantastic. It's been a minute since we got a project from him though. I think 2016 is when we got the last project for him. So it just makes sense that we get another Bruno Mars album. The fourth one, this one is dear to my heart. And this one I actually really think is going to happen. I think we're going to get a Paul Wall and a Chamillionaire album. But I don't think they're going to drop this album on Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. They have such a fan base that has been craving for this album, me included. I've always wanted new Chamillionaire music, that they're going to be able to put this behind a paywall and people are going to have to pay to get access to this album. I think that is what's going to happen. Chamillionaire is all about his money. His name is literally Chamillionaire. These two, their fan bases will buy it. You know what I mean? And Houston alone will buy it. I think we're going to get a new project from those two. In fact, I think we're going to get another Chamillionaire project. Same thing though. I think it's going to be behind a paywall. I don't think that you're going to find it on Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. If you know Chamillionaire and the stuff he stands for, you know how business savvy he is. So that's what I see happening. Him making all the money from that and stuff like that makes sense. And the last thing that I think is going to happen, or the last prediction that I'm going to give you, because I have more, but we're not about to talk for 20 hours. My last prediction is all Lil Wayne's mixtapes are going on streaming. It's becoming easier now for stuff to get cleared and stuff like that. Mixtapes are now making its way onto Spotify, Apple Music, all that. Like, we got Friday Night Lights on there. We got the warm up. You know, J. Cole dropped his mixtapes on there. Rodeo, or not Rodeo. What's Travis Scott's mixtape called? Why am I drawing the blank? Travis Scott's mixtape came on there days before Rodeo. Came on there. Like, it just seems like more artists' mixtapes are going to be on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that. And I see all of Lil Wayne's mixtapes getting on there. We already have No Ceilings on there. Granted, it's missing a couple stuff, but I see that we're going to get probably the Drought, the Dedications. Like, I think we're going to get the mixtapes on streaming services. But those are my predictions for 2025. Let me know what you think about these predictions. I'm going to take a mini break and then we just going to get back into this episode. Stay tuned. So I was on a deep dive. I was watching a whole bunch of Tribe Called Quest videos and stuff like that. And the rock and roll induction popped up. And it got me thinking that we need a hip hop hall of fame. We need our own hip hop hall of fame. And honestly, it needs to be in New York. And I understand, like, oh, they get everything. Like New York and California, they get everything, which is true. But New York is the birthplace of hip hop. So I think the Hall of Fame should be in New York City. I think you can have multiple Hall of Fames, to be honest. That would be dope. But I think that we should have a hip hop Hall of Fame. And I think it needs to be in New York City. And I think that should have happened a long time ago. I don't know why we don't have one. Like, I appreciate artists being included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but hip hop needs its own thing. Hip hop has always been for us, by us. So why not have our own Hall of Fame? It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And the first class can be like, you can have like pioneers of the game. You know what I'm saying? You can have LL Cool J, Run DMC, KRS-One. You can have like songs get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Like, there's so many criteria that I think you can have with the Hall of Fame. Like, you can have producers, like a class of producers. You can have a class of rappers, a class of songs that go in. You know what I'm saying? Like, groups, so many criteria that you can have with it, and that's fine. But I think we need that. You know, I think hip hop deserves it. If hip hop wants to continue to grow and continue to get our respect, we first got to respect ourselves and give ourselves our own thing. You know what I'm saying? We need that. And we need people who have been pioneers, who have been very influential in the development of hip hop to be a part of it. So we need like Jay-Z's, we need Nas, we need Dr. Dre, but we also need like producers, and we need the founding people. We need a whole bunch of people to contribute to this. We need people from all different regions, not just New York, not just California. We need Atlanta, we need Miami, we need Chicago, we need Detroit. We need all people from different regions to contribute to this, so it's not heavy West Coast bias or heavy New York or heavy whatever region. You know what I'm saying? We need that, but we do need a hip hop Hall of Fame. Like, I love it. Again, I love that we are included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, rock and roll is black music, so of course. But I want our own thing. I want it. And I'm not going to apologize for that. We deserve it. We've been deserving of it. It needs to happen. So, yeah. I'm going to pivot to something I just saw before I got on here, too. Lupe Fiasco, one of my favorite rappers, top 10 in my opinion, is launching a radio station that will play AI versions of his songs. I don't know how to feel about that. Actually, I do know how to feel. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's setting a bad precedent. Yes, it's his own music, and yes, they're doing AI versions of his song. But the more and more AI is accepted in music, the more and more human element is lacking. And I don't want that. I don't want that. They are already trying to get rid of us. They're already trying to like whitewash or eliminate like the blackness from hip hop. You're seeing it. And this is only going to push it in a direction, because you have not only just one popular rapper, one of the greatest lyricists to ever get on the microphone, co-signing it. It's only going, I don't see a benefit of it. I don't see the benefit of it. If there was a benefit of having this, then I'm all for it. But I don't see the benefit. And that's the issue. What benefit do we get by having this as an option? You know what I mean? Like, it's really for the nerds. And I understand Lupe is a nerd. Like, if you think about like what a nerd is, and I'm not meaning it as an insult, but like, this is not the right direction in my opinion. AI in music is not good. You know what I mean? I know there's some benefits of AI, like Chat GPT. I understand like the benefits of that. I have used it before. You know what I mean? I use it sometimes when I can't think of how I'm trying to word an email or word something. But I don't think it should be in music. I don't think it has a place in music. In fact, I think that it can honestly kill music. I don't think hip hop can ever die, but I think this is like stabbing it. You know what I mean? This is stabbing it a little bit, weakening it a little bit. And I don't think we need that. I don't think we ever needed that. Like I get like what Lupe is doing, and I think it's dope too that like how he's going to be teaching and all that type of stuff. But you can do all this stuff without having AI. I don't think it's a good look. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion on AI in music. I don't like it. I didn't like when Drake used AI in the beef versus Kendrick. I thought it was corny. I think this is corny. I think this is whack. I think this is lame. And I honestly would not like to see this. I don't know if the ban of TikTok is actually going to happen, but I do have a message for artists. Please keep dropping your music. Drop it on TikTok, drop it on Instagram, drop it on SoundCloud, drop it everywhere that you can. Keep dropping your music because I have found some gems. When I tell you I have found some gems on social media, like on TikTok in particular, I found a lot of music, but I've also found music off Instagram and SoundCloud. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give 5 artists that I found, and I'm gonna give you a little preview of a song too, so you know y'all can pick and choose if y'all want to keep listening to these artists. You know what I mean? I found these artists on TikTok, and I think they all make dope music, and they all got a fan in me. So here's the first artist I'm going to give you. His name is Yanni. The song is called Hood Spiritual. He reminds me of a Smino. You know what I mean? Like, if you like a Smino, you like that type of music, this is for you. But here's Yanni, Hood Spiritual.
I tell a rapper different, I tell him. I give a rapper business, I tell him. Ooh, I give him all the business. Yanni in a new gear like I was whipping stick shit. Like, hold up and watch this.
This next artist, he goes by the name Renaissance Mike. The song is called Slide With Me. This song has been on repeat since I heard it. Like, my only critique is I wish it was longer. But here is Renaissance Mike, Slide With Me.
Won't you slide with me? Yeah, yeah. Baby, won't you slide with me? Baby, won't you slide with me?
Next song is an R&B song by this artist. Her name is Control D. The song is called Slow Burn. Now, I think she needs more followers on Spotify. I think more people need to listen to her. I like the music. I think she is dope. I think she is talented. I think that I think this is why artists should keep putting out their music, because there's a place for you. Somebody like me is always going to play. And if I get the platform that I think I will eventually get, y'all are going to have a place. Y'all are going to have a place. I might create my own radio station just for it, you know. But this is Control D, Slow Down, or Slow Burn.
Love me, but you don't know when them days get ugly. You wanna go, put no one above me. Then you go.
This next song is by Wilson, and it's called Heartbreak Anonymous. This guy, I think out of all the artists, I think he has the potential to actually crack into the mainstream because he already has a bigger following. His songs are already like doing numbers on TikTok and going crazy. But here's Wilson, Heartbreak Anonymous.
I
left my heart with the last bitch. I find it harder to last with. The mindset, I'm far from average. Bitch, I'm a star like Patrick. I'm tripping bars that acid. Or was it a pill, a cognac? I done forgot, I ain't on that. I cut my loss, I ain't going back.
And this last artist, his name is Taj Wonder. The song is called Daylight Saving. Boy was spitting. He was spitting in this song. But check him out. Taj Wonder, Daylight Savings.
This sound like niggas in Paris. Tickets sold out in 10-minute periods, 10 different areas. Took the cash route, Nintendo repairing the broken hearts that my niggas inherited. London eyes spinning off the hinges when I visit the various cities of the world. Singapore, the boroughs, they gon' treat me like an innocent terrorist. Never forget, never content. My life is an interesting set of events. A bitch got me for my number just to let me know that she tryna let my brother hit.
And also, check out my playlist that I have. I have a playlist called Found on TikTok. It has almost 300 songs of just songs that I found off of the app that I think are dope. And these are all like smaller artists. I think y'all should check them out. Check out their music. It's on Spotify. I'll put it on Apple Music and Tidal. But y'all should check these artists out. The playlist is called Found on TikTok. Now, before we get out of here, I got to give y'all the song of the week. The song of the week is Flower and Bloom. The song is called Gimmie.
Tomorrow, yeah, the next day, and them days after that. You probably had the right idea, right? But the wrong thing. Hello.
I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want. I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want. Tired of getting the shit in the sticks. Next nigga spinning the ticket. Need you to hold it down for my love. Slap a nigga if it's getting too wicked. Hold me, baby, look me right in my eyes. I tell you it's yours, you tell me it's mine. What are you willing to do? I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want. I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want. I appreciate your little compliment. I hope you added to your accomplishment. All you did was talk to a bad bitch. Just come back when you look more established. I don't need no more hoes where the cash is. Only fuck with big dick money magnets. I look good in the face, my pussy got good taste. No comment on how fat my ass is. Excuse me if my standards are a little high. Niggas living life to get by. I'm trying to get on a flight to Dubai, yeah. All about business, I'm minding mine. Want my nigga to tell me what's his is mine. My time and my pussy collect. Ain't bout it, then don't hit my line. I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want. I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want. I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want. I don't call on no nigga that don't give me what I want.
And this has been Open Mic. I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, rate us 5 stars. If you're going to rate us anything else, your mama's a hoe. Thank y'all for joining, man. Let's have a great 2025. I know the world is in shambles right now. I know there's a lot of crazy things going on, but we can still have a good year, man. And I'll be back next week with another dope pod to step to. Play my outro music. Peace out.